Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Dreadful Dialogue. My name is Alyse, and this is a podcast where we chat about all things horror. Today, I have my favorite returning guest. Usually we're doing vampy things together, but today we are in Halloween mode. We're in spooky mode. You
Woo.
know, yeah, full on, right? I have
Yeah.
Kristen with me.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so excited that we're here. We're right on the cusp of October, right?
It is spooky season.
Yes. I
Yay.
mean, we're spooky bitches all year long, but this is
Yes.
our time to extra shine, and people don't look at us like we're weird.
Right, exactly. Yesterday I was at Walgreens and this lady came up to me. She's like, I love your hair. Is it for Halloween? I'm like, it's for every day, but thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
get that when I have this black hat that I'll wear sometimes, and people are like, "Oh, that's so pretty." And then one time I wore
Oh,
it, and they're like, "I like your Halloween outfit." I'm like, "I dress this way all the time."
I
They think
know.
it was like
Same.
last year at the mall, around this time, and I'm like, "No, this is just it's my." I feel like I'm channeling American Horror Story. One of my students told me that one time. She's like, "You look like
Yes.
you're from Coven in American Horror Story." She's like, "Is that okay that you said that?" I'm like, "Yes." I'm like,
What a compliment.
exactly. I was like, I love the I'm like, yes, that's my
Yeah,
vibe.
that is us. We are gothy, spooky bitches.
Yeah.
Love that.
All right. So we're gonna talk about a movie today. We're gonna talk about Trick or Treat
Trick
from
or treat.
2007. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I've always wanted to do this movie, but Kristen hit me up. She's like, let's do this movie. So Kristen, why did you want to cover
Yeah.
this one?
Yeah. So me and my better half, we fucking love this movie. It's so funny. I didn't watch it until 2021,
Hmm.
but it's become something that we both love. So yeah, I was like, we have to do this for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a staple. I think it's like a new staple for the Halloween era. I think it
Yeah.
has a little bit of everything in it. It has a little bit of comedy, a little bit of
Hmm.
nudity. It's not gratuitous, a little bit of gore. There's ghosts, there's monsters, there's menacing people. It kind of checks all the boxes for different types of horror tropes, I guess, right? Or horror
Yeah.
the genre. I can't think of the word tropes. I'm just gonna go with that. I don't know why I'm overthinking
Yeah,
this.
no, yeah. You're absolutely right. It has a little bit of everything rolled into one movie, which is really awesome. And it came out in 2007 as you said, and it went directly to video, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
Direct to video.
yeah, I heard it had a bunch of issues with when it was supposed to have been released a few years sooner, and they didn't want it to
Mhm.
compete with Saw, and then they kept
Right.
pushing it back and changing the name, and then it went direct to video. I didn't even hear about it when it went direct to video. I only heard about
No.
it because my brother-in-law dressed up as Sam one year and I was like, for Halloween, and I was like,
Aw.
"What is that?" And he's like, "Oh, it's from Sam from Trick or Treat." And I'm like, "How do I not know about this movie?" So I
Right,
didn't
right.
watch it till probably I would say 2018, maybe. I finally
Okay.
need to watch this movie, and it was
Yeah.
streaming somewhere, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so good!" I could see why it has such a cult following, and
Yes.
there's so many actors in it for it not have been this wide release movie. It's just this great tight. It's an hour and less than an hour and a half, but it's great pacing. It doesn't
Mhm.
slow down, and it's like a totally different take on Anthology.
Yeah, I agree. And never a dull moment. And the kid that plays Sam, Quinn Lord, he was only 7 when he was in this movie. A little 7-year-old causing that much chaos. I love it. But yeah, there's parts in the movie where you see him not dressed up and he's just like this random trick-or-treater. So it's so cool. There's a lot of Easter eggs in this movie as well, which I'm sure we'll get to. And a lot of callbacks to greater horror movies from the past. So yeah. I think if this movie did go to theater in 2007, I don't think it would have done well anyway, because it would have got lost in the shuffle. As you said, Saw, Pirates of the Caribbean, Harry Potter, all of that was just at the forefront.
I didn't know that. I didn't realize there was that many
Yeah.
releases. Wow.
Yeah. So it would have been
Okay.
overshadowed for sure.
Yeah.
It wouldn't
I,
have
I
done
love
well.
Yeah. I love that you brought up the little boy. I think he's the little boy. I think he's also in the scene where when we first get introduced to the girls who obviously we're spoiling the heck out of this movie. The
We are.
girls who are gonna become the werewolves, and they're even having like raunchy conversations, and you don't know they're werewolves. And when you go back and rewatch the movie, you figure out they're werewolves, right? And you hear the things they're
Yes.
talking about. And she's like, oh, I thought I was with the girl and it was a guy. And she's like, oh, they all taste the same. And you're thinking it's like
Yes.
sexual talk, and there's a lady like, hey, there's kids in the store, and he's the little boy like peeping on him, I think,
Yeah.
and you find out no, they're literally eating people, like they're
Right,
werewolves,
right.
like
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, this is their dinner. Yeah. And like they'll be like, "What big eyes you have," and stuff like that. So, there's a lot of cool little quirks in this film that I love so much.
Yeah, tons of Easter eggs, like you said. As you every time you like
Yeah.
rewatch it, you keep catching like you'll see because of this being an anthology, and it's kind of like the best way I can like analogize it is it's kind of like if you've ever watched Pulp Fiction,
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino's movie, how it jumps around, but it all ties back together. So you'll see
Yes.
like characters in the background. You'll see like the ghost kids at some point, I think, in the background. You'll see the couple from the very beginning, like at one point in a background. So you don't catch that
Yeah.
until you keep rewatching it and you keep seeing things like, oh, because this whole movie takes place in one night in this fictional city. I think I had on my shirt, right? Warren Valley. And it's like
Yep.
they're so big on celebrating Halloween. And so it's all on one night, but you're getting these different segments. And I like that they
Yeah.
do it that way versus, even though we both love Creep Show, but Creep Show
Yes.
is just like they're contained, right? You get the Crypt
Yeah.
Keeper, he comes out, he hosts, not the Crypt Keeper, sorry, that's Tales from the Crypt.
I
You
know
get
what
the
you mean.
creep.
Yeah.
You get the
Yes.
creep. I think
Yes.
they call him the creep, right? He
Yeah.
explains stuff, and then they go and they tell the story. Then they come back to him, and then they tell the story. And you get a little bit of a tie-in with the little boy in that, but this doesn't
Right.
do that. It's just you're just seeing everything happening. And Sam, the main character, who is the guy again, he's on both of our shirts.
Yes, he
He's got like
is.
the potato.
Woo.
I don't know what this is, like a potato sack face and the
Yeah.
orange
Yeah. Yeah.
jumpsuit. He's just like kind of watching, and he's the
He's
one in
observing
charge of
it
the
all.
rules. Yeah, he's
Yes.
observing it all. Even in the past, when there's the bus accident, I don't even know if I'd call it an accident. It was intentional. But he's
Yeah. That
witnessing
was.
everything, and he's kind of the one enforcing the rules that they introduce us to right at the beginning. And I love that opening too,
Yes.
with the comic book and the vintage like
Yeah.
little video. It's so unique.
Yes, and like the comic book little what is that?
Frames.
Chiron? Yes, whatever, frames. They repeat throughout the film, which I love so much cuz
Yeah.
it really makes it feel like a story. It's like good storytelling. So, yeah, it'll keep doing that throughout the film, which I love.
Yeah. So what did you think about Sam when you first saw him? Did you think he was like cute? Do you think he's iconic? What are your thoughts on him?
When I first saw him, I was like, this this is going to be trouble. Like I already picked up the vibe, like he's going to wreak havoc on this little town on Halloween. And I didn't know the premise of it, obviously. So I was like, is he just like a shit star? Is he there for a reason? And it turns out he's there for a reason, which you
Mhm.
mentioned before. But yeah, a little creepy. Like honestly though, if you opened the door and you saw this little potato sack munchkin staring at you, it's like, what are you wearing, dude? Yeah, it creeped me out.
See, and I thought it was the opposite. I thought he was adorable, and I like that
Oh,
you can tell it's right, different thoughts. I like that you can
yeah.
tell he's like genuinely played by a 7-year-old because like when the first time we see him and he goes to get the candy, he's hidden behind some other kids trick or
Yeah.
treating. And then they leave, and then he's just appearing there. And the way he goes and like his little hand like grabs the like
Yeah.
candy from the guy, it's like you could tell his movements. I'm like, oh, that's actually a kid in there. That's not
Yeah.
like an actor of a shorter stature or if anything. It's like a shorter stature. It's actually a child, and like his little movements are adorable. When he takes
Mhm.
off his sack, we could talk about how he looks when we get closer to when we talk more about that. But
Yeah.
yeah, he's fascinating. But yeah, he's going around kind of enforcing these rules, and I had trouble grappling with him. Like it took me 2 times. The first time I watched it, I was like, okay, I'm not sure about this. And then the second time,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I kind of get more about him. But yeah,
Right.
you're kind of confused. Like, what is he up to? Like, what is he doing? He's fascinating. I like him.
He really is, because the initial thought for me at least, creepy. Oh my God, he's creepy. But then it's like, what is this cute little munchkin up to? This is
Mhm.
obviously a little boy, or a little kid. What is he up to?
Yeah.
So yeah. What did you think of the opening of this movie with Emma and Henry, the married couple?
I thought that it was interesting because what I thought was funny is first you're trying to like, I don't understand this girl at all. She
Right.
seems to hate Halloween. Is the husband, boyfriend like super into it? Because she's, I want to take down these Halloween decorations. I'm like, who takes them down on Halloween? I don't take them
No.
down till if at the earliest is the next day. But let's be real, I don't take mine down the next day. I don't take Christmas. I
No.
don't take any of my holiday stuff down. Who has time for that? And she's like very angry and like you get like a lot of fake outs with her, right? When she's looking through the sheets and taking down the decorations, you keep thinking somebody's gonna get her, and the boyfriend's busy watching adult
He's
movies.
he had some leather on, girl. Like I was like, what are you wearing? Okay, that's what you're into. Okay, no shame, no shame, no shame. But yeah, so she's like really sarcastic too. She's like, I wish it was Halloween all the time. And there she is, pissed off. She's like, what's my mom going to think if she comes here tomorrow and sees all this? I'm like, are you kidding me? It's Halloween. Is your
I'm
mom
like,
a
yeah.
nun? Like, what the fuck? Like,
I
what?
read my mind. I was like, is your mom like super religious,
Right?
anti-Halloween? That is it the devil's holiday to her or something? Yeah,
I
and that's Leslie
know.
Bibb, right? Like she plays such a good bitch
Yeah,
in a lot
yeah.
of things. Like she's
She
totally bitchy.
does. Yeah.
And she's the first kill, right? That we get that we find out the rules are being enforced because when the movie opens,
Yeah.
like they tell you, like check your candy, leave
Yep.
a pumpkin light on. I'm sure people are yelling
Yeah,
at me. They
don't
know
blow
the
out the jack-o'-lantern.
There you go.
Don't blow
And that's
that
what she
out. Yeah.
and that's what she does, right? The boyfriend's like, oh, you're not supposed to do that. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I've never heard that rule, but I'm like, it's a movie. They have their own rules, or
Yeah.
but yeah. So she breaks the rules and she gets killed, and you're just kind of like,
And it
okay.
is gruesome. It is gruesome.
It is.
Like she's decapitated, like blood is dripping off of her. He like Sam makes like a scarecrow out of her. Basically, right? Like her
Mhm.
head is like on
Yeah.
like a wooden stake, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, because they were using like these cross t like of sticks, and they had sheets over them to make ghosts. And that's again what I
Yeah.
don't get. I'm like, you're so anti Halloween. Like, why is your house decorated so much? Like,
I know. Did Henry go and do that all by himself while Emma's at
uh,
work? Like, I have so many questions about this couple. How are they
yeah, yeah,
together? How are they together if one doesn't like Halloween? That would not fly for me.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it wouldn't for me. Everybody knows. I mean, the husband Paul is
Hmm.
super involved with the podcast, but I am like the diehard one. He likes it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm
Right,
super into
right.
it. But if he was like anti, I'm like, I don't know if I could be with him.
No, if it's anti, no way. No way.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so I love it though. But yeah, that first sequence is cool. I think it's probably like our shortest one. And
Yeah.
again, you don't really figure out that he's up to no good until he runs into the bus driver later. But you kind of figure out over time, like, okay, so it's probably Sam doing all of this stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
So then I think the next person we're introduced to is the principal, Stephen Wilkins,
Oh boy.
and
Dylan Baker.
played by Dylan Baker. Okay, so I know when I see this guy, I get the creep factor. Do you get the creep factor?
Absolutely. That is his go-to character, creep.
Yeah,
We were
Dylan
just
Baker. Yeah.
we were talking about it off the mic, saying everything that he's in, he is so creepy. You want to run away from him immediately. The only thing he's missing is like the creepy mustache. He has the
Oh,
glasses, he has the hair, the way he talks too. His voice is kind of
uh,
snivelly, and he's, how are you doing there, Charlie? And I'm
that's
like,
not good for
what?
your diabetes.
That's not good for your diabetes, Charlie. And he hates kids. He hates kids.
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna have a whole thing about these principals and teachers too. They are so interesting. Yeah, but like
Yeah, yeah.
that guy has played a. I don't want to get demonetized here for YouTube. He
Yeah.
is in inappropriate relations with children. He's played that kind of character.
Yes. If you've
He,
watched Happiness, the movie
yeah,
Happiness. Be careful.
He's Yeah, I've never seen that whole movie. I've seen like the synopsis, and I'm like, I don't think I could stomach it.
It is
I can't
bad.
remember
Yeah.
what he was in, and he played like an undercover Nazi. Like he has a really good creep looking face. If I saw him on the street, I would cross the street. If I saw him on the sidewalk, I'd cross the street and walk on the other side of the sidewalk because he's got that look.
Absolutely.
So they
Yeah.
definitely typecasted him well in this because
Yes.
he is a bad principal, a bad person.
Bad principal, bad father, bad human being. Like
Oh
he
my
is
god,
just
yeah.
ugh, bleh. Yeah, so he's the first one where you're like, he is dark and twisted. Will karma come and get him? Will Sam come
Mhm.
and get him? Like what will he have to pay for?
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, we see him, like, with the son, right? Like, first he's being mean to one of the little boys that got candy, and he's like,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't get why this kid didn't I don't remember what the kid's name is, but why didn't the kid just leave? Like, you're not in school, he's not your principal right now. I'd have left, like, I don't gotta listen to you. Like, call
Yeah.
my mom. I'm sound
I
like one of my kids.
know.
Call my mom.
I know. I'm like, you can go. But yeah, so he's like giving out candy that's poison. He's poisoning
Yeah.
children. He's
Yeah,
like,
so that's
fuck
the
you and
first
fuck
bad
you and fuck you.
it headed him. Yeah, so that's the first bad thing he's doing, and it gets
Yeah.
progressively worse. And
Yes.
so eventually, so he takes how does he kill? He takes this kid into the house. He kills him. He brings him into the house. And what's funny is he's trying to bury not his body, right? He's burying a different body at some point, or is it the same
I
body
was
that he's burying?
I
That was
was really
unclear to me.
confused by that. I was thinking like I think he was I can't even say it.
Burying.
Burying Charlie, his
Okay.
son, and then that like when he got disturbed and whatever, and then he finally took him out, and then his head off.
Okay, so then it was that
Wow.
little boy. Okay, so they make us.
Yeah.
That's right. They make us think that he's gonna kill his own son. And the son is keeps bothering him about stuff. And in the end, we find out it's the little boy that he gave the candy. He gave the candy to. He's
Mm-hmm.
decapitates them. And I'm sorry, but there's some good comedic element there, right? When he's like
Yeah.
trying to bury this body, and the little boy's yelling out the window,
Yeah.
"Dad, I'm ready to carve my pumpkin. I'm back from trick or treating." And he's like, "I'll be in there later." And he's like, "I need help with the eyes. I want to go to the party." And he's like, "Go watch Charlie Brown." The
He's
little
like
boy.
he's like Charlie Brown's an asshole. I was like, how dare you say that about Charlie
Yeah.
Brown? You're
And then
grounded.
yeah, and that's what's funny is the dad's getting on him about like how he's talking, and I'm like, dude, you're burying a body right now, and you're
I
busy like telling your
know.
son how to act. I'm like, what a
I
hypocrite.
This guy is fucking wild. Yeah, and then like the neighbor comes out and the dog is barking and he's like, shut up, shut up, shut up in his little snivelly voice. And what does he throw at that dog? Was it a finger?
It was
Like
a
get him to
finger.
go
He ripped a
away?
finger. He ripped a finger off of the body and throws it to the dog of the neighbor because the
He
dog won't
just
stop
chucks it like a
yapping.
treat.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's
then like
wild.
they show us the scene later, and he's watering, and he's like he's making fun of the kid. I wish mom wasn't dead, and this and that. I'm like, oh my god, like he's bad mouthing like the dead mom. He's just
I
like a terrible,
know.
terrible, terrible dad.
Yeah, he hates kids so much and like he every time his son says something to him, he's like, I gotta do this and I gotta do that and blah 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 blah. As he's like walking through the house, and then you see him grab a knife. And
Hmm.
you're like, is he gonna kill his kid? And they
Yeah,
go down
because
to the basement, the creepy basement, dude. Like,
yeah,
what
yeah,
the
yeah,
fuck? Like, yeah. And the kid's like, help me with the eyes, daddy. And it's the fucking head of Charlie
oh my
just
god, that
sitting
part
there
shocked
on a
me.
table. I was like, eh. I know. It was
Yeah,
shocking. It was
yeah.
shocking.
So that's where we get like our probably our most amount of gore, right? Is like on that scene. You're well, first the boy scares us. We get a jump scare. The little boy's wearing like a creepy mask. You
Yeah,
think it's
yeah.
like you're not sure what's happening. You're like, is he gonna kill the kid? Then the kid is a creepy, and then you're like, okay, he's gonna just carve a pumpkin with him, and he's like, I need help with the eyes, and it's like, oh my gosh, he's involving this child like
Yeah,
in
an accomplice.
like, and then you wonder, like, does the little boy really not know that's a head? Like, does he think it's fake? Like, it's
Yeah.
left for you to wonder, and you're just like, what a scumbag this guy, and
Yeah.
he's the
Y-
principal.
yeah, it's definitely left up for your interpretation of like, is this kid going to take after his father, or is he clueless? Because he's pretty young. He's maybe 6, 7. I don't know. He's pretty young.
Yeah.
And he wants to go to the Halloween parade too. But Steven
right.
said, I have a date. Sorry. I'm like, who's going to babysit this kid? The decapitated head downstairs in your
Oh
basement?
my gosh. I hadn't even thought about that, Kristen. Oh my goodness.
Jeez. Jeez. We're going to
I
have the
won't talk
dog
about.
from next door come over.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. And he's up to way more shenanigans. Because again, this movie jumps around,
it
but he's
does.
up to way more shenanigans and he's going to get his karma later.
Hell yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
here for it. And when we get to that part, there's one part in that scene that makes me laugh so hard. But I'll wait. I will wait.
Okay. We can skip to it and come back. I'm like, if you want to, well, we can talk about his fate if we want to, and then we can kind of go back and talk about probably the Halloween,
Yeah,
the
okay.
massacre. So let's talk about what his fate is. So we talked about there was some female werewolves, and the main one
Mm-hmm.
of the group is Lori, and she's played by my gosh,
Anna
from six.
Paquin.
Anna Paquin, thank you, from True Blood. I almost said from 6 feet. From
Yes.
True Blood.
Yes,
And
yes.
we said right, they were trying on costumes in a shop, and they're making
Mm-hmm.
jokes about, they're teasing her for being a virgin. They're making jokes about tonight needs to be her first time. And like I said, we've already spoiled that they're werewolves.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
eventually they invite a couple guys to meet them at, I love that they call it Sheep's Meadow. They're like, oh, we're having a party out at Sheep's Meadow.
Yeah.
But
That's
before
so
they go to
cool.
yeah, yeah, I love that. Like, you don't catch that name again till you listen later, and that's gonna make sense because of what happens at Sheep's Meadow. But before
Absolutely.
that, we see we don't realize it, but the principal is busy making out with somebody at this parade, right?
Yeah, and he has like a Batman-esque kind of mask on, like some kind of superhero kind of mask, and like fangs.
Okay, yeah, vampire fangs, yeah.
Yeah, but with like a weird mask,
And
leatherish,
does
I
he have a
think.
cape? Am I recalling he has a cape on? I
I
think like,
think I think so. I
it's like,
think
what are you,
so.
Batman Dracula? I'm so confused. Like,
I know. It was a look.
I
It was
just
a
want to
look.
know who the hell would make out with that ugly man.
Well, with the mask one, he's so mysterious. You don't
She
know who
must have
he
been
really
drunk.
is. Well, yeah. And he has like these piercing blue eyes, too. So maybe behind the mask they look appealing. I don't know. I would not. I would be like, goodbye.
Yeah.
If I heard his voice, that snivelly voice, I'm like, peace.
Yeah,
Bye.
I mean, it's clearly a random hookup, right? Because
Yeah.
so yeah, he's like making out with the girl, and he like bites her, right? And she starts bleeding, and so we
Yes.
realize, like, so when he's not off killing the little boy, he's like making out with this girl and biting her. So, but
Yeah.
he ends, but so I don't know what your funny thing you wanted to talk about, but he ends up at Sheep's Meadow with the werewolves.
Yes. Yes. So the werewolves are like ready. Lori is ready to pounce on Mr. Wilkins. He
Hmm.
take sorry. He takes out his teeth, his fangs, and they're like, "What's your name, honey?" He goes, "It's Steven." And it makes me laugh so It's so stupid because he has this weird look on his face. He's lying down. He takes the teeth out and he's like, "I'm Steven." It's so stupid. It makes me laugh so hard every time. It is the dumbest thing. I don't know. It makes me laugh because he's such a dork.
I
And
think,
he
yeah, because
thinks, yeah, yeah.
go ahead.
I was going to say, like, he's just a nerd and he's just, I wonder, like, is his revenge towards the kids because he was bullied as a kid? So, like, this is him. Like, he doesn't know how to act. He was nerdy, kind of like incel vibes. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So,
I
I
get the vibe.
yeah, I kind of picked up on that this rewatch. This time,
I
I'm like,
hadn't
yeah,
thought
what's up with this dude?
Yeah, I had never even thought about what his reason was, and the only thing I'd ever wondered was like, does he do this regularly? Is he just, yes, it's
Yeah,
Halloween, like this is killing season? Has he
right.
done this in the past? Like, again, it leaves it up to you to just wonder. But that is a good point. Yeah, maybe he was made fun of because he's totally this geeky guy. But it's so I could see how that scene was so funny to you because he comes like off from the previous scene, like being this, like, he's supposed to be Rico
Yeah.
Suave making out with this girl. It's like his being, when he's under that mask, he's in this persona of a tough guy. And clearly he's just getting, it's just a drunk make out. It's like a beer goggles
Right.
thing.
And yeah,
And
it's
then for him to
nice.
become like total weak sauce when he doesn't
Yeah.
realize that he's out in the woods with these women who are beautiful and they're all dressed up as different fairy
Like,
tale
yeah.
characters. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lori's Little Red Riding Hood, of course, and all the rest of them are different, like Disney princesses, and it's great because they just start taking. It's a different take. They take off their skin instead of turning into werewolves. Like they rip their skin off.
Yeah.
They're like these werewolves, and yeah, she pounces on them. So we find out this her first time was killing somebody in her werewolf, being a werewolf.
Yeah.
Wasn't her virginity, and it's kind
Right,
of a,
exactly.
yeah, it's an interesting scene. Like I don't, the music choice is interesting. I like that song. I'm in no way a fan of the singer of that song, Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn
I
Manson,
don't like.
Sweet Dreams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a great cover. I like the song. I don't like the man. That's another
Ditto. Ditto. He's
conversation to be
very
had. Yeah, I don't
problematic.
agree with him. Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
problematic person, but it is a really badass song, and it's cool.
It was
Like the first time I
perfect.
saw it, I'm
Yeah.
thinking, I was like, oh snaps, shit, they're werewolf. Like, oh, I didn't know that was what was gonna happen. I just thought like, oh, she
Right.
can have sex with this guy like in front of everybody in the woods.
Right, right. I was like, are they
Yeah,
all watching? Is this some kind of like cuckold situation?
yeah. I was like, are they some sort of cult? Or I thought they were a cult or
Right.
something. Like, oh, is
Oh
this some
yeah.
weird initiation? This is kind of culty to
Yeah.
me. I don't know. But yeah,
Real
I love
quick.
that he get. That's the revenge that they get on his karmic revenge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I love it. And Lori was named after Lori from Halloween.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So the director, oh God, I forgot his name already. My bad. But yeah, he was taking different names and like scenes and things from other movies and placing them in this movie, which I thought was pretty nifty. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I
Michael
forgot his
Doherty.
name. Yes, Michael
Michael
Doherty.
Doherty. I just
Okay.
used old Googles to figure it out.
Thank
And I
you.
knew I'd heard it before. Yeah, there's like, if you watch the commentary version, there's a on like from the DVD. There's tons of information.
Yeah.
I only got to listen to a little bit. I usually try to do that to get some of my fun facts. I know he did try to put a lot of little homages, and I know we're not going to catch all the Easter eggs and all the references, but
Yeah.
I forgot
There's a
about that. Good
lot.
point.
There's a lot of them. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, so Steven is no more, and I'm okay with that. He's a creep. Don't know what's going to happen with his kid. He's just going to be in the basement with the severed head. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I did wonder about that. I'm all, man. So is the son gonna be the next killer? Is he clueless? Who's gonna look
Yeah.
after this little boy? He's clearly gonna need some therapy.
Yeah, totally. Totally going to need therapy. Do you want
Yeah.
to talk about the most disturbing part now? The bus.
Yeah, it's
This
sad.
is so
It's
sad.
really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get into it.
So we kind of go back in time. These kids in present day, I'm sorry, let me start all over.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
present
yeah.
day, we see these teenagers, they're hanging out, right? And they're like a friend group from school and they're hanging out and they're walking around and they like find this random girl named Rhonda. Just I'm like, okay, does Rhonda go to school with them? Like, did they ever clarify that or did I miss
I
that
don't know. They
completely?
kind of tease her though because they're like, oh, they call her an idiot savant. And like
Yes.
I got the vibes. I like they never come out and say it. She's either super intelligent, way above them, or maybe she's on the spectrum. Like it's vague, but
Yeah.
she is very intelligent and she's oblivious to the fact that I don't know if everybody really likes her. Like I think
Right.
they're keeping her around to make fun of her, like not to her face. It's like she
Exactly.
doesn't realize that she's the joke of the group, and that's just
Yeah.
a small sad part of this. But yeah, Rhonda,
Yeah.
she's
So,
I like her
yeah.
though.
I do too.
Oh,
And
Rhonda. Did I say Rhonda? What did I say? Yeah, Rhonda.
yeah, it's Rhonda. Yeah,
Okay.
and the only kid who's like semi decent to her is Schrader. And he's
Mm-hmm.
like a good looking kid, right? So
Yeah.
this girl Macy, that's part of the group, she's like, I have a story to tell you. And she tells a story about this school bus that's full of children who special needs
Yeah,
kids,
special
right?
needs,
Special needs kids. Yeah.
learning disabilities, special needs. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's Halloween and they're all dressed up. And the parents of these children pay the bus driver to kill them,
Oh,
to
yeah.
dump, to like crash the bus into this quarry, right?
Yeah.
This rock quarry. And you see, like, these kids, they're, like, panicking. They're, like, I forget what the one kid was saying, but it's, like, it's really fucked up and disturbing.
It is.
Really
Because
creepy.
yeah, one of the kids, he figures out like something's going wrong because he keeps
Yeah.
saying, I think he's like, I don't know if he's counting the houses or something, but he starts saying like wrong. I think he keeps saying the wrong way. Like he realizes that
Yes.
the bus driver is not taking him on their usual route. And yeah, this
Right.
man crashes the bus and none of them survive, right?
Except for
Ex-
him.
Except for the bus driver.
Right.
Exactly.
He
But none
gets
of the
paid
children.
off.
Yeah, that's wild. This whole thing, I'm just like, the fact that without getting so down on it, it's just it's really sad that this was the way that their parents decided to deal, is I guess the only way I can say
Yeah.
it, rather than find ways to cope with what their children are going through. But the bus driver
Yeah.
is going to get his, don't worry. I wish we could have found, I wanted the
Ooh.
parents to get theirs too.
I know. I know there's Trick or Treat 2 and I haven't watched it yet, so I
Is
wonder
there?
if it yeah, I wonder if it goes back and talks about that. I'm not sure. But anyway, so Sam like Sam rolls up where the kids are hanging out and they start hearing weird noises, right? They hear like all these like weird like moans and screams, right? And does Sam like attack Macy first?
I
Something
don't,
happens.
because well,
Yeah,
they prank Rhonda, right,
right.
and scare her. But yeah, he does eventually kind of mess with all of the kids.
But not Rhonda. Not
Yeah,
Rhonda.
I don't think he messes with her. Yeah, that part,
No,
I think I tune a lot. I think I like subconsciously
it's so
forget a
disturbing.
lot of that scene,
Yeah,
other than that the bus driver did it.
right, right.
And
No,
and she's
same
telling,
here.
yeah, and she's telling, and it gets and I remember the first time I saw it, I got really confused because I almost thought they were the same kids. You realize later they're not. You almost think,
Right,
are these kids ghosts? Are they
right.
telling their story of what happened to them? But eventually you figure out that yeah, this is a story in the past. I guess at this point we could go into the bus driver, right? Like in the present day would be the
Yeah,
best way to kind of
yeah.
deal with this, because I don't want to go into much more detail on it. Just people can
No,
watch
it's
the movie
okay.
if they've seen it, but just know the bus driver did this. In the present day, these kids are recounting the story. They prank Rhonda. I think Sam messes with the kids in the present, other than Rhonda.
Yeah, because you see
But
Rhonda walks away and she kind of like smirks at Sam and she's like, and goes home.
yeah, yeah. And I love, and I think before we get in, and I forgot to mention, before we even get into Mr. Krieg, I like that
Yes.
we do see that group of friends when they're trick or treating. And oh my goodness, they go to
Yeah.
one of the houses and you already know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I
They,
do.
the lady, they're trick or treating. A lady opens the door. I don't remember what, is she a sexy cat or something?
Yes,
And this
and she's
poor
like so
teacher,
wasted.
yeah, she's super drunk. And she's like, hey. And I'm like, okay, as a teacher, if I lived in a neighborhood where my students are going to trick or treat, and I would either
Right,
just turn my light off and not pass out candy,
right.
or if I'm going to dress that way, I sure wouldn't. I'm like, why even answer? Just put a little sign, no candy. Instead, she
I
answers the door all
know.
drunk and she's like, hey, you guys want a drink?
And she's
What
like,
the heck?
do you like my costume?" I'm like, "Ma'am, you should go to
This is
jail."
Yeah, this is so inappropriate. Like the teachers are bad, and then one of the
Yeah.
kids, like after they leave, he's like, I saw Mister So and So. I don't even remember who he named. I saw Mister Whatever dressed as a hot dog, humping a
Humping a
cat, dressed as a
I was
somebody
like,
dressed as
"What?"
a cat. I'm like,
I was like, "What is happening?" Yeah. He was like right up the butt and I'm like, "Oh my god."
girl, like I get they're adults, they're off the clock. They're allowed, they're the legal age to drink.
Absolutely.
They can have
But
a party like that, but don't answer the door for
don't answer
kids,
the door.
period.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially your student. Like, just if you're having a party, put the sign up and keep your shenanigans inside the house. Kids don't need to see that.
Yeah,
Like,
kids do not need to see that. They've gone through enough. Yeah, they bullied Rhonda and they were assholes, yada yada. I don't know if like they deserve that though. The teacher, the drug teacher,
the
they've been
drunk
through
teacher.
enough, okay?
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, I just had to make sure.
Yes.
I think it was happened earlier, but I'm just like, I saw that scene and I'm like,
Oh, it's so
oh,
good.
I'm like, you guys should not be teachers. This guy should not be a principal. I'm like, this is totally fake. Like, this is so
Right.
inappropriate.
Yes. Oh my God. And she was just like, she's like borderline flirting with like Schrader too. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that was creep factor to the
You little
max.
creepy. Mrs.
And she did.
Creepy.
Yeah, her and the principal could get along well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Both of them can share a cell in jail
Exactly.
together.
Yeah. Yeah.
So back to Mr. Krieg.
Who's the bus
He's
driver?
who is the bus driver? We find that out. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He's an older man now, right?
Yeah. He kind of reminded me of Wes Craven. I don't know. He kind of looked like Wes Craven.
That
I
was the
don't.
look he was going for,
Yeah,
I
he was
think. I
going
think
for
I
that
read
look,
that
right?
somewhere. Yeah, it's Brian
Yeah.
Cox who he's in like
Oh yeah.
Autopsy of Jane Doe. He's
Yeah.
been in tons of he's a great actor. He's been in tons of horror and tons of movies. But yeah,
Yeah.
he's this grumpy old man, which we find out he is the owner of the little dog that the finger got thrown to.
Yes. Yes. The dog that was harassing Steven while he was outside digging a big, huge grave.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So he gets a trick or treater, and that trick or treater is Sam, right?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
is he actually a trick or treater? Or does he just appear in his house? I can't remember. I'm
Hmm.
muddying up the details. But what did you think about that whole scene with Sam and him? And Sam ends up in his house and he's messing with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, so Sam just goes balls to the wall with Mr. Krieg. He's like, "You know what, dude? I'm tired of your shit and you're a terrible person." So, Sam doesn't kill him though.
No, he
Sam
just messes with
roughs
them
him
big
up.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
roughs him
beats him
up.
up.
It kind of was like Home Alone-esque but Halloween style.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think you're right. It had very Home Alone. And that's when we actually get to see Sam without his mask on. And we get to see
Yeah.
he's like this shriveled up pumpkin. I don't know. I guess
Yeah.
that's the best way to describe him. So he's not so cutesy anymore, and he's kind of got like,
No.
I guess like supernatural powers, right? He's moving things and doing things to him, and yeah, that's when
Right.
we don't know initially why he's beating him up, and we see the picture of Mr. Krieg when he was younger, and we realize he's the bus driver, and we're like, that's his karma.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we even
because
see in the see Sam in the background when we're doing the flashback. He's kind of just sitting and watching, like unfortunately
yeah.
watching the bus crash.
Yeah, which is so sad. And then it's back at Mr. Krieg's house, it zooms into the fireplace, and you see the picture of the poor kids from the bus massacre and Mr. Krieg like going up in flames. So you would think like Sam was going to kill him, but he didn't. And you see Mr. Krieg all bandaged up. He looks straight up like a mummy.
Yeah.
And he has trick-or-treaters at the door. So he gives out like grandma mints. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like the white mints, and they're like, "Thank you." And then he closes the door, and then he gets more trick-or-treaters.
Yeah.
And who are those trick-or-treaters, Alyse?
It's the kids from the bus. They're
Yeah.
now ghosts, I guess you could say.
Like zombie
And
ghosts?
zombie ghosts,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
And it's really cool because yeah, they show up at his doorstep and you're like, okay, that's why Sam didn't kill him. He's like, I'm gonna let them handle this. And
Yeah.
it's great too because when Sam was, I also another thing, like when Sam was beating him up, like at one point, Mr. Krieg is yelling at his window to his neighbors, help me. And he's like,
Yeah.
ah. And because he'd been rude to him about the, he was making fun of Mr. Wilkins when he was digging. He was like, oh, your backyard smells horrible.
Yeah.
And and he's just rude. He's rude to Mr. Wilkins. So Mr. Wilkins is basically gives it back to him like, oh, you need help, whatever. And we don't realize like later that that's what was happening. It's like because these
Yeah.
scenes are these segments are played separately. That when you go back to rewatch, you're like, oh, that's what he was yelling about needing help. He's busy. Sam was busy handling business with him. So
Right, right.
I love the way that these stories just keep intertwining with each other.
I do
Um,
too. That's
yeah.
what makes this movie so interesting, and like never, except for the bus massacre stuff, which is a totally different reason for blocking it out, but like
Hmm.
you're never bored with this
No.
movie. It's just constantly going. And like every time you watch it, you find something else and you find something else. And I love that in this movie. It's so intriguing to me. Yeah, so Sam could have killed Mr. Creek, but he wanted the children that were wrongfully murdered to have their revenge and
Yeah.
have their justice moment. Thank
I
you,
love it.
Sam. Yeah.
Yes. He's like, oh no, there's somebody else that gets to finish this off.
Yeah, yeah. He's like,
Yeah,
I roughed you up a little bit, but yeah.
yeah. And then I think that's where we get our end credits, right? And it goes back to kind of comic book style.
Yes.
But
Super.
yeah, I love it. Even if even when you rewatch it, if you're paying attention on your first watch, they're giving away a lot of stuff in those panels. As a watcher, you're probably not paying that much attention and they're going by fast, but it's giving away the stories. Like it's telling you things that are going to happen. But now with the rewatch, it's cool to start it from the beginning and look, like you said, look at those comic book panels. And even as it's flipping the pages, you're catching more details that are going to be
Yep.
revealed later. And I just love it. Like I never get bored when I watch this. It's so good for being an hour and 20 minutes. It moves pretty quick. So many stories crammed into it too. They do so well
Yeah.
with it.
I like that so much. And Sam wants you to follow the rules and he will be the enforcer. Love it.
Yeah, yeah,
Love Sam.
yeah. Yeah, I know you mentioned Trick or Treat too. Now, I don't think there's an official release on that yet, right? They've been talking for quite
Let
a
me
long time
see.
about there being a part two, but I don't think there's an official. I know that rumor's been floating around for years, and
Trick or Treat 2
I
is
don't know
officially,
if it's ever.
yeah, it's in active development,
Yeah, I
but
think
it
you
hasn't
keep.
been given a release date.
Yeah, I hope that they actually get something going for that. I know the fans would love it. We're over we're almost 20 years from it, right? If it's 2007, 2025, I'm
Yeah.
thinking we're 18 years. I think that they could use the same concept. You could go back, you could revisit Warren Valley and Sam. You could have the same
Yeah.
thing. You could have a bunch of different stories. It has potential franchise vibes for it. It would do
Oh
great with that.
yeah. I agree. Yeah, I would love it if Trick or Treat 2 came to fruition. I would be very curious to see the storyline, see if like we find out more about, Wilkins or whatever.
Son, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like what happened to that little boy? We don't know. So, I think it's pretty cool. It's one big loop, but then you have like the little dots inside that all connect. I think it's great storytelling.
Yeah, I think they did good. Like I said, it's considered an anthology, but it's a totally different take on and I like a lot of anthologies. That's one of the types I really like. I'm a big fan of, like we said, Creep Show, I
Yeah.
like Body Bags. I've always been a fan of I like Tales from the Crypt just because they're these
Yeah.
short stories.
Me too.
Yeah, and I think just the way they did it, it's such a fresh take instead of having, like we said, little stories that don't connect because they do interconnect. It's got ways for you to keep watching, keep catching those Easter eggs. Like I said, lots of people are in it. There's a lot of good character actors in this, and I think it's definitely one if somebody hasn't watched, you should add it into your part of your
Yeah, totally.
spooky season
So
watch.
good.
Yeah,
So good. I'm so happy we did this. I waited months.
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
yes,
we planned this a
please.
while ago, and I was like,
We
we're gonna
did.
need, and I go, let's wait and let's have it for official spooky season because the goal here, Dreadful Dialogue, is I really want to soak in everything for October. We're hoping to have more episodes out. Just a couple
Yeah.
little announcements while we're here. I'm terrible at pushing people. Hey, hit subscribe and go leave us if depending on where you're listening. I think on Spotify, it's 5 stars,
Yeah.
and I don't know what it is on Apple, YouTube. Like we're getting lots of views on YouTube, but I don't. People aren't hitting subscribe. So if you're somebody who however you listen to this, please, I would love if you officially subscribe. I know if you don't officially subscribe, your podcast player will still put our episodes up towards the top, but that really helps push the podcast out to more listeners. It'll help us grow. It'll help get the word out more, and we have lots of things planned for October. This is just the first one that we have, our first episode that we're putting out to celebrate the season, but doing lots of things on Instagram. I'm going to lots of events. My spooky calendar is super full. So I'm going to be sharing a lot of that media on Instagram and doing some YouTube shorts. So besides just the podcast, there's other things that I'm out there creating. So guys, check it out. Again, please leave a review, leave those stars, subscribe, all that stuff. I don't even know all the proper names of it, but it would really help. I would really appreciate it.
Do it or else. No, I'm kidding.
We're gonna
Emily,
send Sam. We're gonna send Sam to
yeah,
your doorstep.
we're gonna find Sam, and that's it. You're in big trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to
Well,
see all this stuff you're gonna do on Instagram. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm trying to work on it. I just went to it's called Paranormal Circ. I just went to this like circus where it's all horror themed, and man, it was these amazing aerialists and artists and high rope
Nice.
trapeze. Whoa, I was blown away. But yeah, I'm working on some stuff for that in between everything else. But thank you, Kristen. It's always so much fun having you on. I'm so glad you picked Trick or Treat. I've been wanting to do it. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. I wanted to just hold off on it, put some other episodes first.
Yeah, totally. Thank you so much for having me. Always a joy. I love guesting with you. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, we thank you and we hope that our dialogue wasn't too dreadful for you. I can be found on Instagram at Dreadful Dialogue Podcast. We also have a website, dreadfuldialogue.com. Like we said, we're on all the different podcast places. We're now on YouTube. It's just talking heads. It's not something too fancy, but there are some really cool videos. I did go to Midsummer Scream, which is one of the biggest Halloween and horror conventions here in California. And there's some videos for that. So there's other little videos you guys can go check out if you don't want to just listen to the podcast. So with that, I thank you again, Kristen.
Thank you.
And everyone else have a good one.
Bye.